If they were mean to me the whole time, still do it.
Right, because of the money. I know, right? It's like...
Let me spit in your mouth, boy. Oh, well...
He felt so confident kissing snakes before. He'd had such good luck hooking up with snakes.
I've kissed snakes before. This ain't a thing. Hello. Oh, sorry.
Worst intro yet.
Clean Folk with Beer here. Scott Allwood.
And Stephen Runyon. Oh, you just little throw it off. I didn't throw anything extra in there.
Yeah, you're normally like... Or... There we go. You ready for this crazy, weird story?
You know it. Bring it to me.
Okay.
Clint Folk with Beer.
Florida man tried robbing Waffle House with finger guns. First take, how do you feel? How do you feel about the finger guns? Are you a fan of finger guns?
So,
do you often use finger guns?
Huge fan.
How do you feel? Hey.
Huge fan of the finger guns. Love finger guns. Everything about them. So we're talking actual finger guns. This isn't like some toy name or something that I'm not familiar with. It's literally the guy walked in. Was he doing it like in his coat jacket pocket?
All right, so Edward William Rodriguez entered the Waffle House with a small dog, pointed his hands into finger guns, and yelled, "Get on the ground, y'all are getting robbed."
So this guy was like, "I'm actually going to rob you with bravado."
Yeah.
Just straight up courage.
He then admitted he was high and drunk before he
He was like, well, fuck it. If they give me the money, I'll just walk out of here. But if they don't, I'll be like, oh, sorry, guys. I'm fucked up.
So then he's like, oh, well, I'm high and drunk. Begins to grab some napkins and leaves the store. Yeah, so he admitted to robbing the restaurant of napkins.
He did, didn't he? It doesn't say that if he was a patron there prior to.
He now faces charges for unarmed robbery and assault.
I'm so glad they got that part right. The unarmed. He was fingered. For the record, I hate that we thought of that simultaneously.
I would just constantly be giving him the fingers. If
the fingers.
Like if you got in trouble for that, for the rest of our lives, I'd be like, hey buddy, what's going on?
Dude, okay, hang on a second. That's a great point. So, you just like... Oh my god, I love that.
Just make fun of my
like the guy basically goes to prison for doing finger guns and unarmed robbery, and then for the rest of his life, his friends are like, "Hey, what's up, idiot?" Just waving finger guns around all the time, just doing all kinds of corny shit, like pretending to draw on him like a cowboy,
right?
Or
like being like, you know who I love? This guy.
Just this guy.
This guy right here.
So much that I would never ever rob him.
Or would I? And then, I don't think that would ever get old.
Dude, we've made the joke 16 times since I brought it up. Hasn't gotten old to me yet. No, I'm sure everybody else thinks
it's like, move on.
I know. I can't get enough of it. Just his friends just beating him down. Because obviously, it's not like he killed somebody. It's not like you're like, oh, hey, you remember that time you killed a guy? No, you're like, hey, you remember that time you had to do 60 days?
If you went to prison for something else, like if you went to prison for actually,
I just assume a situation
using that
where
finger gun to poke somebody's eyeballs out.
He does like 2-3 months, right? You just do 2-3 months, and then he gets out his buddies.
I probably would still be like, I've got my eye on you. Don't try anything funny, because he.
And then slowly reach for your hip. Just be like, I'm watching you.
Yes.
Excellent.
Next story.
Yeah, all right, now we'll go to the next story. That's incredible. I love that you brought that up.
Now, this man was messing with a rattlesnake with his buddy.
Okay.
And he's like, I'm going to kiss that rattlesnake on the lips.
What are we in Alabama?
And then the tongue was bitten by the snake. His tongue.
What specific thoughts of mine do you want? Because I've got a couple at the moment. Like, how dare you, sir, try to sexually assault an animal for starters?
I didn't even think of that.
The snake didn't want it. No means no.
Um,
Also, why?
What would that... accomplish? Like, are you going to go around telling people you kissed a rattlesnake?
You know what?
Did he not know it was a rattlesnake? Did
you
he think
told
it was
me
a
the other
regular
day.
snake? Had he kissed a snake before, and then he just felt so confident in kissing snakes?
He felt so confident kissing snakes before. He'd had such good luck hooking up with snakes.
I've kissed snakes before. This ain't a thing. This ain't nothing.
Like, oh, I'm just going to kiss this snake, and this snake was like, I don't like you like that.
And then, clearly. So you think the whole ride to the ambulance, he's just like, oh, I've kissed snakes before.
Dude, I'll bet it was identical to the scene from, God bless it, now I'm not going to be able to think of the name of it. What's that one where the kid gets the Red Ryder BB gun and he like sticks his tongue to the frozen pole in that movie? You know what I'm talking about? What's the name of that movie? The Christmas movie?
Larry the Cable Guy?
I fucking hate
Is it one of his movies?
So I hate you
A
so much.
Christmas Story.
That's what I thought. I was like, but I think I'm getting it wrong. So A Christmas Story where the kid sticks his tongue to that pole. I'll bet his ride to the ambulance was exactly like that.
73-year-old sugar daddy banned from Florida beach for seeking sugar baby.
Okay. Right out of the gate. Sugar daddy seeking sugar baby, right?
Yeah.
As far as I know, nothing wrong with that. 2, this is the big one. Incorrect article title. Because if he doesn't have a sugar baby, he's not a sugar daddy.
What if he's just seeking another sugar baby?
Polygamy. He's a Mormon sugar daddy.
While police didn't arrest Richard Bizarraba, he's been told to stay off the beach and walk over
2 names
for 6 months for violating an ordinance that prohibits soliciting on the beach.
So he was walking around going, hey, if you suck this dick, I'll pay for everything you want.
But the mother of a 16-year-old complained to authorities after her daughter told her about the incident. The girl told officials the man handed her 18-year-old friend the business card.
Oh,
they were at the beach.
All. That should be a sex move. The business card.
It featured a picture of a younger woman sitting on the lap of an older man wearing a business suit. Printed on the card was an email address with the accompanying text, "Ask me about your monthly allowance." Thoughts?
Amazing.
Do you think that's...
I mean, obviously,
at 73, you gotta
vet your clientele.
Like, I got the money. Might as well try.
Dude, I mean, the thing is...
You're 18? Let's go.
The world is despicable, and I like to live a much simpler life, but the reality of it is like, if there are people out there that are willing to essentially whore themselves for the money, then why fucking not? Why not? But now the issue becomes... if you're approaching a minor, and well, actually, didn't he say that he gave the card to her 18-year-old friend?
Yeah.
So what's this mom give a fuck? She's legal, dog.
He said, "I engaged with the younger girl before I knew she was 16 because of her bust size. So she had large breasts. I did make the mistake of saying, 'You're the cutest one here. Call me when you're 18.' So he did interact with her in an inappropriate manner."
So we don't... Oh, well, based on... Do you think he just paid somebody for the business cards? Or was that actually one of his sugar babies? Because, again, I'm still going back to... They cannot call him a sugar daddy if he does not have a baby, right?
But
then he's just a guy trying to be a sugar daddy.
Girls who are older typically get a kick out of it, and then he takes pictures with them and like puts it online on his Facebook account or something. And he'll get it like 78 likes. But if he posts anything else, he'll only get 4 likes. So he started going around giving these cards so he could strike up conversations with women, so then he could get pictures with women and then post the pictures and then get interaction with people like his friends. So he's looking for attention.
What did you say this guy's name was? Was it Scott Allwood?
What picture do you see of me with broads?
You're right, because you never...
Broads aren't taking pictures with broads.
Yeah, I don't take pictures with broads.
I actually got a few new bruises from asking. No.
When I was down looking for a sugar baby at the beach. It's just you at Clinton Beach, just in like a Speedo. Oh, hey, what's up? No, I do. So that's an interesting sort of a concept too, isn't it? Because like, would you? So let me ask you this: if it was like a reverse thing where there's like an older woman, like let's say, I actually did it say how old the guy was?
73.
Hilarious. I'm thinking dude in his 40s this whole time. I must not have paid attention to that part.
You did not.
Hysterical dude that's 73. Shoot your shot, bro. Like, hilarious. And why not? Like you said, why go through all that shit in life, save all that money to retire, and live your life on a beach?
If some girl's into
and
it,
not, and
exactly, she's legal,
and not try to
whatever.
fucking hook. Yeah, exactly.
Whatever.
That's what I'm saying, man. Shoot your shot. Now I forget what my main point was.
You're gonna ask me if there was an older lady.
Oh yeah, so like if there was an older woman
sacks of
that
cash.
was that wanted.
No,
like,
you gotta say it like this: an older lady that came up to you with sacks of cash. Go ahead.
I hate that. So let me ask you. If there's an older woman and she says, "I've got a ton of money,"
Big old sacks of cash.
Let's big old sacks of cash. I want to spend some time with you. The implication is that's gonna be sex.
Can you see me? Are you all right? The implication being sex. Oh boy.
Yeah, I love that you're like, can you see me? Like, your cataracts that bad? Because I'm pretty hideous. I don't know if you know, but
hurtful.
Hilarious, frankly.
So yeah, if it was implied sex, which I don't think that it necessarily would be, they could just want your company or. Maybe a cuddle session, finger up the butt. Like, right, it doesn't have to be sex.
Listen. The 73-year-old guy is not approaching these girls just to spend money on them
Guys do that all the time at all times.
Duh, you're right, though, dude. Yeah, you're right. Dudes are weird. Dudes are weird. We will do some really weird stuff. Maybe not me personally, but yeah, I know dudes that will just spend money on chicks for like. But the thing is like, I'm always going back to that is definitely tied to the hopes of sexual intercourse or something.
Sure. So this woman might want that.
So, circling back, you would definitely do it, is what you're saying.
Well, in short terms, yes.
Because like, I'm pretty sure I would too, in a heartbeat.
Yeah. I honestly think it would be, I would enjoy it as well. So I'd be getting paid to do something
right. They would be spending money on you, and then you would just be spending time with them. And I was like,
cool. Like,
yeah, it would. But if they were a huge on
if they were mean to me the whole time, still do it.
Right, because of the money. I know, right? It's like
let me spit in your mouth, boy. Oh well.
So I love that this is an old woman's voice, supposedly. Let me spit in your mouth, boy.
She's older. The vocals are different.
Sounds like some ancient slave driver. Ah!
I can't spit that well. Spit in my mouth, and I'll spit your spit back into your mouth. I heard that older people have a harder time with spitting. So, just to keep things
that was
accurate.
Funnier than it should have been.
So you would as well, though. So you would take her out.
Yeah, again, I think it would depend on the stipulations of said contract, but yeah.
Now, what if it was a very filthy woman who just had a bunch of money?
It's okay. So the thing is, I think that you still have the ability in that situation to pick your clientele, as it were. I guess, like in that case, my business is being a hoe, but
so this is
an
what
escort.
You're known for all
Excuse me, escort. But. No, I mean, because like, it wouldn't be one of those situations where
this isn't your business.
Well,
this is some woman coming to you.
I don't know.
Here's a business card. Want to be my sugar baby? And you going? That's you saying
that's
yes
fair.
Because you're ready to suck that that nip, that teat,
figuratively and literally.
Yes.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. Like I said, it would. Because the thing is, like. If the person coming up to me was in their 70s and they were, because I'm in my 30s at this point, so like, if they were in their 70s and mildly attractive and they wanted to spend an assload of cash, because like, my other thing is I'm so cynical and skeptical, I'd be like, I'm going to need to see a bank account first. Like, I'm not just going to assume that you have money and we're not going to do anything. But like, I've thought about it before and like, if it was one of those things where some wealthier woman and she wanted like somebody to go to these art gallery openings or like these fundraising events or whatever.
Listen,
like
she's got the money. She's choosing someone that's not you at that point.
Well, of course. I'm just saying.
Get those ideas out of your head. You're living in Fantasy Island.
If I was more attractive, if I was younger and more attractive, I would.
Then what the hell are we even talking about anymore?
It's a joke. I'm kidding. If I was approached today, right now in my physical form, I'd be like you. How can you see? Like, yeah. But no, I would probably do it. I'm just saying, like,
I think after a while, I'd feel bad.
Me personally, I would eat that shit up. Like, if they go, oh, well, I want you to be my arm candy for a fundraising event. Because I would go to this shit dressed up in a nice suit and tie. And I'd just be walking straight up to people like, hey, what's up? How are you? Hi, I'm here with whoever, whatever. Because I don't care.
I'm here with Ruth.
None of that matters. None of those people in that room matter to me. I don't give a shit about them. So, like, I would just have fun being, the center of attention. She would enjoy that I was, very charismatic with everybody that she knows.
And if she wants, like, I'm very good at standing in the corners looking awkwardly, so if she's into that, plus for me.
See, I almost did finger guns again. I almost did
Keep those bad boys away. Gonna get the police knocking down the door.
Holstered.